Now, if we fast forward 100 or 150 years, curiously, if we look back again to the cultural production and to the portrayals of what would be the future of the city, I think here, suddenly, we have a very different portrayal of the future of the city. And I want to bring these examples in because precisely I think they reveal, as many times, film and other forms of popular entertainment reveal out of the unconscious of our collective thinking. They reveal some of the preoccupations that we are living right now. So you could go from Blade Runner to a much more recent Elysium, and you could notice that if in Blade Runner you were still discussing ideas of a society that would be characterized by the use of very intense technologies, but was already characterized by overpopulation, and that was very dense, complicated, complex, with robotics inserting a new logic and a disruption in the social organization. Suddenly, with Elysium, which is a film from 2014, you see the planet represented as an extremely divided site in which ideas of gentrification or ideas of the segregated, gated community has been taken to an extreme. For those who didn't see the film, I would just say that basically the whole planet has become a slum, and there is a ring, a satellite ring around in which beautiful landscapes were reconstructed in which a richer community lives around the world, separated from the planet itself. I mean, these solutions are actually ideas which I think are very revealing of our time. Again, they are sort of experiments, they are avant-garde practices that may hint at something that is coming. And one of them is, for instance, the work of Raum Labor, a Berlin-based collective of architects, who actually provides for a community of immigrants in a suburb of Torino, a place which the government could not longer afford to provide. So when we have refugee crises and we think, how can we actually give response to new populations that are coming to Europe, how can we respond to those problems? How will we respond to those problems? And another practice, which is both art and architecture, has produced this building in the city in London 2 years ago, in the context of a festival, of course, but still responding to a very curious problem. And this was called, this one below, was called the first fully functioning theatre in London, which is highly regulated, as you know, in terms of construction conditions, that actually was built with waste material recollected by students along 3 weeks. So basically, they built a theater that responded to questions of comfort, questions of livability that are in regulations, but only using waste material. Again, I'm not saying that we're going there and that we are going to start using this aesthetic as a response to the problems that we might be facing. What I'm saying is that people are actually, again, unconsciously reproducing these anxieties that we're living in society currently. I'm talking about climate change, I'm talking about refugee crisis, I'm talking about terrorism, I'm talking about a sort of imminence of catastrophe, of permanent catastrophe that becomes the new normal.